Press a button. Yeah. Uh, we now we're live. Okay. Oh my goodness. Now we're live. Cool. Okay. Oh, I put that there. I could totally just get rid of that. Uh, um, I know it's the board art for the Broken Binding edition. You could grab whatever one. It's fine. He has legs. He has legs. Yeah. These ones are they are spectacular. I put so I have a mental thing where I put protector. Like you could see the shine kind of them in the background. Those are all every hardcover I get. Um, no, I buy them in bulk. I could buy like rolls of like 60 yards, and it lasts me like 6 months. It depends how many books I buy, but no, they're like they're like 9 inches tall, and then I just lay out the flap and I cut it at where how big the flap is. So like on the inside, you could see that there's like yeah, but it is. And I met Matt Dinneman. He came down here and he commented on the wrap that I had on all his books because I got it signed. And he's like, "Oh, you got the library thing going on," and I totally froze. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I may have said I was autistic, and that was a little out of touch. That was a little uncalled for on my end." And then I immediately paid for it when he said, "Oh, my son's autistic," and I said, "Oh, now I either gotta commit fully or back it up." I'm not gonna say what I did. Um, so yes. I have I have prepared a few things. We have a Trapper Keeper without the Velcro because it holds one piece of paper. No, I have a binder. I went to Walmart to pick up this because I know that you hate it. I know you hate it. But my paper didn't fall out. It was secure and safe. I know. Well, this is a loose piece of paper. It's almost like a scroll. Okay. I have gone back through every weekly reader and I have found every name that you have called yourself or been called by you and your father. We got quite a list here. So no, I have like 25. I have Oh, I spent a Sunday going through the first 2 minutes of every I thought it was hilarious. So I have a list here if you would like to indulge me. All right, your name's up at the top. And this could have been a text file, but I thought it'd be fun to unscroll it. You know, like hear ye. I now, yeah, a couple of them at least. Oh, you can't hear Jacob? Oh, shit. What do you mean? Oh no. I'm getting real close to the camera. I'm sorry. Uh, I can hear you. No delay on him. Uh oh. What if I? What about now? Hmm. No, I can hear you. Uh. Ooh, it has. Does it have to do with? Um. What about now? Uh,
Sure. Yeah. Can you hear me now? Quasi Loomis.
Welcome, by the way.
Yep, he can hear me
Okay.
now.
Yeah,
Or they can hear me now.
I had it on a separate channel in OBS.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, back to
Well,
what.
thanks for doing that. You said if we would have gone on for 15 minutes, that would have sucked.
Yeah, that would have been brutal. That. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Quasi Loomis. Quaz? I don't know.
Quasi Loomis?
Okay.
Quasi Loomis.
So we will start.
Please continue.
We have best producer on BookTube, written on bathroom walls all over the globe in a permanent ink I hear. That's an exact quote. Little Jakey Two Swords, co-author of Strange Eon's Discovery, The Boy Wonder,
wow.
Heir Apparent, Stone-Faced Boy, The Best Thing on TV, Waiting for His Birthday on Tuesday, Jacob Mitten, The Number One Son, Jacqueline Hagan, The Wild Man, The Interrupter, Literary Wingman, Heir Apparent. There's an heir, and then there's a hair. There's a difference.
Hair once?
I think so. Yeah, after Boy Wonder. So we have hair.
Oh, okay. I remember why that is. Yeah.
Yes, I sent you the magic card because I thought it was funny.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
So yeah, both of them. Pug Hater, Dan Wells, Carl, Mary Shelley, Dr. Pepper, The Human Calendar, The Pooh Hater, Batman of BookTube, Deep Voice Magoo, Hadrian Marlowe, The One Son, The Man with a Plan, Chosen One of BookTube, the newest member of Gamblers Anonymous, which that one's my favorite.
Oh my god, that's such a bad look.
Scion to the Talking Story Throne, Child of Happiness, Lost Boy in a Field, The Example, Jacob with a K, A Big Fat Liar.
That might be my favorite.
Emo Boy with a Collar. That one's also pretty good. That one's recent.
Pretty
good. John Minton Self-Proclaimed. So you called yourself John on one of them. And Gambit.
God, I'm really glad that you did this, and I'll tell you why. Just today, I was talking to my mom about, I really need to talk to Dad about, extraneous crap that we put in our videos. Our videos are so long, and they don't need to be. And I'm going to show him this clip and say, this is why. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it makes it harder for me to find the names.
There's no reason for this many names to exist for me.
I think it should almost be like those Patreon scroll lists. I think this should be what happens when he's like, and we got, and then it's just the whole list just scrolls down. If you
subscribe to our Patreon, you get the full list.
You get the full list of updated weekly of Jacob names. That'd be pretty funny. Oh man,
that'd be amazing. Wow, thank you for that. That's a ridiculous amount of work that you did for that.
It was only a couple hours of my life. It's fine.
Okay, all right.
I can send this up to you. You can have it framed or something. I think.
Sure. Yeah.
I'll find a way to secure that. I'll probably use the.
That'd be hilarious.
That'd be pretty funny. I'll put some touches on it.
Oh my god! Thank you for that.
No problem. I'm glad you liked it a bit more than I expected. Because I was a little worried. He's gonna think this is kind of stupid.
No, I'm really am gonna use that as evidence of why we should not have hour-long videos. That's amazing.
I don't know. Your videos really help out with the mornings, because on Monday morning, it's 7:00 my time mostly, and I'm like, oh, I refresh my YouTube. Yeah.
You're half awake, so it works that it's really long?
No, I'm an hour into work. I wake up I'm early.
You get up early. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm at work, I'm refreshing my YouTube. I'm like, when's it happening? And it's it almost throws off my day when it's not there.
Well, we're late pretty often. So.
Oh, I know. I'm there. There's hope, and I hope every morning.
It gets out eventually. It'll get there.
Yeah. So it's awesome. I'm so happy for what you guys do. It's really
thanks, Ben. I'm happy to be here. It's cool to be here talking to you, and your lighting setup that looks better than mine.
I'm not here to say anything.
It's true though.
I have gone through and I've looked through. I mean, because of this specific event, I've looked through and it's all right, we gotta step it up a little bit if we're gonna have Jacob here.
Dude, I don't do it on my account, but it worked. You look great.
Thank you, thank you. I think right now we have sunlight, which is funny.
You still have sunlight? Oh well, I guess it's like
It's
4 in the
4:30
evening there
here.
or
Yeah,
something. Yeah.
it's 4:45. So
Yeah, okay.
it's a transcontinental sun that it's still here.
Are
But
you?
go ahead.
Yeah, we'll get to Kingdoms of Death eventually, I
Yes,
promise. But are you eventually gonna do like RGB lights around you, or what's the future plan?
um, I got to make videos. That's the future plan, is to have a
That
reason to
is,
have lighting.
yeah, that is the number one important
I
thing.
just don't read enough. I feel like
That's the same problem I
I
have.
know. Like if you had your own standalone channel, I don't think it would do
It'd be
great.
dead.
Yeah.
No,
Um,
there'd be one video like every 4 months or something.
that's I mean that's me right now. It's like one every month and a half, and it the quality varies so much between the two.
That's good though.
Yeah.
Like if a month and a half passes and you look back at the last video you did and you go like that sucks. That just means you got better, right?
Yeah. No, I was looking at that earlier as I was trying to figure out how to set up the stream, and I was like, oh, that that's why would I do that?
Bad Justin.
Bad. Um, but yes, I have a special made banner. Whenever we want to start talking about spoilers for
Yeah, everybody
Kingdom
died.
of
Is
Death.
that it's safe to say that?
Whoa! I got a thing made up on the stream now.
You do?
I
Oh,
do.
okay.
It
I'm
just says
sorry. I'm sorry.
spoilers on the top. It's fine.
Okay. All right. All right.
That way, if people click
Spoilers.
on, then we know. Okay.
Full blown spoilers. Okay. So Kingdoms of Death.
Yes.
I think you finished it like 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, something
I
like that.
finished it like the day before or after you did. I am pretty sure.
Okay. Right.
We
We
were,
were right around the same time.
yeah. And
And did you? Yeah. Before we get into the obvious like insane mess of things that
yeah.
happened at the end of the book, the first half of the book. Give me thoughts on that.
Okay. So I did restart within the first half of the book.
That's why I asked, because I
Um,
think you got to like chapter 10 or something, and you were like, "Yeah, nah, I gotta
I
restart.
can't.
This is not hitting for me, and something's wrong."
So I did this book exclusively through audio.
Oh, okay.
Because I can't read Christopher Ruocchio like I can read other books. The way he uses words just makes my brain in like overdrive all the time, and I get
That's
like a
fair.
good 15 minutes, and that's it. But I
Yeah,
can listen to it like crazy. Like I do it on my morning commutes and stuff. And
yeah. The voice actor is great, or the narrator, I should
yes,
say.
Samuel Riken.
I think Rukin. Yeah.
Yeah, he is awesome, except for his voice for the evil guy. What's his name?
Oh, Sirianni.
Yeah, Sirianni. Or he's like,
Yeah, this confused me because Sirianni, like the voice was different
the
in the previous
pronunciation was
book.
different.
The
Also,
pronunciation was different. Yeah. It
yeah,
was Sirianni Doriaika, and I was Doriaika, something like that.
I think it was like
Doraica, that's what it is.
yeah, Doraica.
Yeah.
It,
Which I guess if you look at the spelling of the word, that is technically more correct.
yes.
But I just got used to the other one.
Yeah, Doriaca, because you hear it for like 2 books, I think.
Yeah.
And
Howling Dark and Demon in White, Doriaika.
yeah, you're hearing that, and you're like, okay. And then he says it for the first time in this one. I was like, whoa, who is this?
Yeah.
And then
There were other things that he changed too, didn't he?
not that
I
I
think
can
there's another
recall.
pronunciation. Maybe I'm wrong.
Um,
Was that what threw you off though?
it didn't throw. No, it was the voice he used for Doriaca.
Okay. That's fair.
I thought it was like a, in at the end of the last book, I'm pretty sure Dariaka shows up as like a projection, right?
Right.
And then he
Yeah.
speaks a little bit, and it's like, okay, this is a bit weird.
Yeah.
It's like it's almost like the guy with the high voice, but he has a lot of power. Kind of like
Yeah.
in the Batman, Gordon, I think. Like Gordon's voice. No, not Gordon. Like the head of police. He has like a
Oh.
like
I think I know who you're talking about, but I don't
the
know
Robert
the
Pattinson
name.
Batman. He's like
Yeah.
Gordon's boss.
Right.
Like he
Because he's
looks
not
gruff and
commissioner
stuff.
yet.
Yeah, and he's like his voice is like does not match his face. And
Yeah.
when I see Derry, I see this guy right here.
Well, because didn't he have that voice at the end of Demon in
He
White? Like
did,
the
but I
voice was different.
it was like it wasn't as high pitched, or I think maybe because you hear it more often, you like it sticks with you more in the
Maybe,
newest one.
yeah.
But his
Which
voice was like,
I know that somebody said something like that is technically the correct voice for C. Elson.
mm-hmm,
Because I think at one point Rockio describes the C. Elson voice as like very high pitch and like screechy and whiny.
yes,
But for all the previous books, like Tanaran, and
yeah.
it's
Well,
all
and all the other Cielson in this book, none of them have
yeah,
like a higher pitched thing. So
yeah.
I think it is nice in a way that it differentiates from the different Cielson,
That is true.
but not in
Yeah,
like a traditional sense of showing power. Also,
yeah.
and it's I other than that, and it didn't really bug me. It just like threw me off at first, and I was like,
I got
oh
used to it
yeah.
eventually.
I got used to it, and it's like I don't know if I can. I don't know if this fits, but I'll just keep going with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Um, yeah, no, I'm kind of a go with the flow type guy.
But
So if
that's not why you restarted though.
no, I restarted because of the in the like chapter 10 they go to the
Oh, I forget the
the
name.
emperor sends him off to the way what's it called, the Commonwealth,
Yes, thank you.
and they're
I was
having
looking
like a
for it.
council over it, and it's like such a prolonged council, and there's nothing that happens in the council,
Yeah.
and that I was like, oh, am I missing something here? Like I don't know what's going on.
See, I do think I was a little prepared for that
Hmm.
because my dad did tell me, like, before you go into this, like the second half of the book is very also Quasi Limit says unpopular opinion. It's my
Yeah.
favorite voice he does in the series. Give me skeleton.
Oh,
That's very true.
that is funny.
That is exactly the same voice.
I I don't I haven't seen Skeletor, so I don't know.
I mean, it's before my time as well. I know the
Okay,
voice, but yeah,
I will have to look at that and see.
it's the same. It's exactly the same. What you're picturing right now, it's the same. It's the exact same voice.
Okay, I don't think I've heard his voice. I've seen Skeletor though, and
Yeah,
that
but
hmm
oh, what was I saying? Yeah, but going into it, my dad told me the second half of this book is great. It's just the downhill roller coaster ride. The first half is very slow and very like James Bondish espionage kind of thing.
okay.
I was like, oh, okay. So I did have that going into it, knowing that like
Oh,
it'll
he's
turn eventually.
playing insider baseball here. I went in
Yeah.
with no expectations, and I'm like, I heard Kingdoms of Death. Let's go down the roller coaster, and I didn't expect a hump before the roller coaster. You know.
Yeah. You had to know that it was going to change halfway through,
Oh,
though.
I
That
know it was
happens
gonna
in every
get
book.
bad. I was just wondering how it
Yeah.
was gonna get bad. I
Yeah.
and
When and how quickly.
yeah, I was like, oh man, these guys are talking. It's like it was like 7 years too, wasn't it? Like a good amount of time.
Oh, was it
I'm pretty
that
sure.
he was in the prison?
No, not even in the prison. In like discussions with, it might have not been 7. It might have been just a couple of years of discussions with
Was
trying
it
to
years?
negotiate.
I didn't think it was years.
Yeah, it was. I'm pretty
Wow, I
sure it was
forgot
like
about that.
years of just going back and forth and not really getting anywhere. And
Yeah.
I think the problem is that it didn't get anywhere. And I know it does. Like in hindsight, it not getting anywhere is just so they could stall him, so they can have the Cielson come and capture him.
Yeah. I mean, it does make me wonder, like, the Hadrian Marlowe is Palatine and can only live so many years, right?
Hmm.
That there are times in the book that feel like he's making you feel like, oh wow, this is a long time in a way that almost feels like a montage.
Yeah.
That like, oh, and then we sat and negotiated for years, and because I'm so old, it felt like days,
Hmm.
or maybe he doesn't quite go that far, but uh, it makes me wonder, like, as we get further into the series, are we going to get to a point where Hadrian is just like showing his age and the way that like is his back gonna hurt? You know what I mean? Like,
Are his knees
is
gonna
he
give
gonna
out
get
soon?
frail?
Yeah.
Yeah, like because the time is such a factor of his like lifespan that I wonder
Hmm.
if that's gonna make a play or not.
Yeah, and I think with this book, a huge thing that stuck with me is the cost of time it has on people. Because especially when,
Yeah.
in the end, when he is on a ship for like 20 years alone, and it's like you kind of like think about that in your own life. You're like, if I was alone for like 2 years, I
Oh,
think
I'd go crazy.
I'd go crazy. And
It brings me back to COVID. I'm like, I'm
yeah,
in my room for like, what was that, like 5 months that we were all in lockdown or something? I went insane.
yeah, no, I
28 years would have killed me.
I went to school in this room. I mean,
Yeah.
it was everyone was not doing great, and so it's that, but 20
Yeah.
years worth.
Sorry, my fiance's bringing me food
No,
because I
you're
haven't
fine.
eaten yet.
No, you're good, man.
You're good. Oh, lots of bread.
Whoa, that's a huge plate.
Sorry, I got food.
That's good. I didn't know you're feasting. That's a huge plate.
Yeah. The Black Feast. No, I hope not. But yeah, I mean it's definitely like played a role in other characters like obviously like Cat in Empire of Silence and
Mhm.
the people that are not Palatine and he makes such a point of showing to Hadrian that almost that vampire's curse kind of thing of like
Yeah, you
living
watch.
longer can be a burden and a gift.
Yeah,
So
you watch the people you weren't come to love like
right.
die out of age, not because of any other reasons that would happen
Yeah.
in this book.
Yeah. I mean I guess Cat was a little bit different, but
Cat was well, even with Cat, I think it's because he was Palatine. He had the immune system built up, so he didn't
oh,
get
you're
sick like
right.
she did.
I
Because
forgot
she got
about that.
sick, I believe, and
Yes, you got the plague.
yeah, and it's not very fair to the other people. And I think Christopher does really show the weight of time. Um, with
Yeah.
this book specifically, last book, it's kind of like, oh yeah, 80 years later, he's floating in a ship going this
That
place.
is true. I didn't think about that. The last book has a time jump in a way that is just kind of skimmed over
Hmm.
and you just kind of allow the story to catch you up on like different Cielson battles and stuff that have happened. But this one really shows you like it makes you feel the weight of what it would be like to just sit on a ship alone for 28 years, you know, and
Yes.
it clearly affects his ability to like socialize afterward when he's talking to people. Not at Forum. Where was he?
Um, Afterward, when he gets off the ship with Valka to the planet,
Yeah. Colchis.
Colchis, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, like his relationship with the villagers there are a little bit different because he's just been through so much, you know, let alone the trauma he just got
Yeah. You could even
dragged
like
through.
you can even tell that he has like a shorter temper as well.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they're like, "Why?" Well, they're like, "It's your father. He's been waiting for you." He's like, "My dad? But I don't want anything to do with that guy."
Where is he? I'll kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here? My dad? You know who I am? I know who I am.
Did you think it was his dad? I kind of did for a couple sentences. I
Oh,
was
I
like,
did, and I
"There's
was
no
like,
way it's his dad, right?"
I'm like, he really pulled it out on us.
Yeah.
He just made him like wade through like knee high shit, and now he's like meeting his dad again after what's it, 500 years or something.
Something like that. Is his dad still? They haven't said if his dad is dead yet, have they?
Um, I think in one of the shorts in the novellas that comes up, um,
Okay.
I'm
Is it Queen of the Empire?
Queen Mid
Or
Ashes. I think I will I in
oh,
the back
Dregs of Empire. I mixed them up.
in the back of one of them. There's a chart of like who's in charge of Devil's Rest, and it says Crispin at some point. I
Okay.
don't know if
Well,
that has a bigger. I don't know if that's a spoiler for future books. Because I haven't
have
read any of them.
you read The Lesser Devil?
I have read The Lesser Devil. I did not read
Okay.
the other one, the one that you're supposed to read before this book. I think,
I haven't
Queen of
read that
Ashes.
either. Yeah, I won't spoil Lesser Devil for
People who haven't
you
read
know
it.
anybody watching because we're only doing spoilers for Kingdom's Death. But that does make sense for what happens in Lesser Devil.
Hmm. And I I was like, how his dad is. That's a crazy thing to see how like, uh,
How
even
is
to
he
see.
still alive? Wasn't he like hundreds of years old in Empire of
I
Silence, and
think he
it's
was
been
touching
another
seven.
500
Yeah,
years?
he was touching 700 years or something. I mean,
Yeah,
if
so
you just
he's
threw it
like,
in a sleep chamber until then,
I guess
but then it's like, why would you even
you're
waste
not
his
even
breath on
ruling
that? Yeah,
anymore. Yeah,
I don't know. It didn't make a lot of. I didn't think about it. It was very surface level when I thought it. I'm like, oh, his dad. How is current Hadrian going to deal with his father that he knew back when he was a teenager?
that would
Or
be a really interesting relationship, though.
and I did think it was his dad, and then they're like, oh, it's Gibson, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, that makes sense.
All right, that's cool. I'm good with
Yeah,
Gibson. That's
I like
fine.
Gibson. We're seeing him twice in like two books.
Yeah.
After skipping a book without him, I think it was a good. He was after not putting characters' deaths peacefully. That's probably worded bad.
Yeah. I mean, abruptly,
Yeah,
after
abruptly.
so many people are just
Yeah,
abruptly taken away, that
right.
like you finally, and he goes there specifically to have, I wish I could remember the character's name, to visit her gravestone, the woman that
Um,
left in Demon in White.
oh, it's like Rebel or something like that.
It's something.
I want to look. I will.
Someone will know what it is later.
Someone will know and probably
But he
correct us.
goes like to have some type of catharsis with death in some way.
Yeah,
And she's already dead because it's been hundreds of years. So, he's just like, well, at least let me see the gravestone. Like, I need to have
I
something to
need something.
grieve.
Yes.
And then it's so much worse, kind of, that the thing that he has to grieve is, hey, Gibson's here. Oh, Gibson's dead. All right.
He's here, but not.
Bye, Gibson.
He's close. He's about to croak, so you better nourish it. And
Yeah.
I think that especially with how it shows that he was with Gibson for a good amount of years as well.
It's like, is this 4 years? Something like
Seven
that.
just feels like a right amount of years for
Seven, I feel like
everything.
seven repeats, right?
Yeah, maybe it's just me, but I think
Yeah.
seven is just a good amount of years that um that they like he gets to like spend with Gibson after
Yeah.
even like hearing his thoughts about like, oh, Gibson. I was like, there's quotes throughout the beginning part of the book, I believe, of Gibson, and then all throughout the third book and the second book of like him speaking
Oh,
in the back of
yeah.
his mind,
Yeah.
like a voice over the shoulder of Gibson's quotes.
Yeah. Oh man, I didn't think about that. How that kind of comes around full circle. That you have young Hadrian, which is really just his father was really Gibson, obviously, and
Hmm.
he's living by all these quotes that Gibson is providing to him and repeating them in the back of his head as he's growing up and learning how to lead and building his crew and all that. And then he has like his first really big loss where he loses everybody in Kingdoms of Death. And to bring it all full circle, his mentor passes right after that, and he's left with the last bits of information that that mentor was able to pass on to him before it was, it did kind of feel like Gibson had given him everything that he could by that point.
Yeah, and almost like a second chance of
Yeah,
losing him too, because the first time it was like his father's like, all right, you're out, get him
yeah,
out of here, and he's like, whoa, 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 that's my guy. Like you can't just get rid of him like that.
yeah.
And
I
then,
did get it somewhat spoiled for me that Gibson shows back up
oh, okay.
because I thought I read in the first one when Gibson gets whipped in public
Hmm.
that I thought I remembered Hadrian says a line that's something along the lines of, and I never saw him again, or something like that, which I don't think is actually in there. I must have imagined it.
Hmm.
But I told my dad when I was reading it, like, yeah, I just got to the part where they, just humiliated Gibson in public. And then he said, I'll never see him again. And my dad went, you did? And I'm like, oh,
Wait.
okay. We'll see him again
Hmm.
then. All right.
Oh, I did not know anything about Gibson. Like I read the first book with my brother,
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and well, when we started this, okay. So let me put some timeline on the start of
Yeah,
this
please.
event. So you started, or you were about to finish Demon and White, and you said you were
Yeah.
about to start Kingdoms of Death, and I'm like, oh, that'd be so cool to buddy read it with him. And
Yeah.
I was like halfway through Demon and White, so I had a good chunk to go. And you're like, I'm starting it on this day, so that weekend I powered through Demon and White, and so I'm 2 books ahead of my brother right
Demon
now.
and White's a long book, man. That's
Oh, I read Stormlight books as a hobby. Like this is it is long. It is like 350,000 words or something, and it
yeah.
did mentally drain me for like a week, which I feel like
I
is a
wonder why.
but and then I started Kingdom of Death, which I think is also part of the reason why I'm like I need to restart. I don't have it. It doesn't have my full attention.
Yeah, I am feeling that a little bit too.
Yeah, and you started Ashes of Man already, so you're
Yeah, I'm should be like somewhere around halfway through coming up soon. I think
okay.
I'm about a third right now.
Okay, and I've powered through this one, and then when you said you were like halfway, I wasn't even close to halfway, and I'm like, yeah, I'll get there. So like you really were like my pacer, where you're like, oh yeah, I'm right here, and I'm like, oh, I gotta start catching up here.
That's crazy that I'm your pacer.
Well,
I'm the slowest reader on BookTube.
I procrastinate heavily, so and
All right, that's fair then.
I mean that's just been me my whole life, and then like in the last like little bit, and I'm like, this is where I perform my best work, and then I proceeded to read like 30% in a day to catch up to
Yeah.
50, and then I did like 10% a day, and then I took a break because I'm like, oh, too much Sun
Good
Eater.
God, man.
No, it's
I mean
very
that that's
unhealthy.
that's kind of now I kind of envy you for taking a break. Not
Hmm.
because and I have such like a weird duality with Sun Eater right now where it's like it's so good.
Hmm.
I'm loving every minute of it. But at the same time, I've been hearing nothing but Hadrian's voice for like 4 months now.
Yeah, no, and it doesn't help that these are the only books you're reading, other than like your side Ascendant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which I only started doing that recently.
yeah,
Like I was just doing Hadrian for a long time.
yeah, and it is taxing on the soul. I feel like
Yeah.
not
So
saying that's a bad thing. Like it's
no, they're great stories.
yeah,
It's
it's
just like I
amazing that
felt the
Christopher
same
can
way
do
with
this.
Red Rising. I read the first 3 back to back and I was like, "Oh god, I need something else."
Yeah.
This is
Um, I've only done that with a few series, like Mistborn. I read in like all 3 of them,
I
and
couldn't do Mistborn.
that's okay. I've given up on trying to convince people. I'm trying to convince my mom to read it, and I'm like, all right, there's no
If you're
pushing
not
this
gonna
any
do it, you're
further.
not gonna do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
eventually maybe if someone. What I've noticed is that when someone else tells her, like she sees like a reel or something about a book, she's like,
Yes.
oh, this is the best thing. But I'm like, hey, this is the best book I've ever read. You got to read it. She's like,
Nah,
ah,
I don't trust you.
yeah,
That annoys me so much. It's the same way with like TV shows with all my friends. Like, dude, gotta see this show. It's the
yeah.
best show I've seen in years. Nah, I don't know.
Uh, Yeah, and I'm the worst with shows and movies. Like
We
I'm
gotta get you into it, Justin.
I know I'm on the different spectrum of books and video games. And
That's a good spectrum, though.
it is, but then everyone's like, "Oh, have you seen Terminator?" And I'm like, "No, I haven't seen
You haven't seen Terminator?
no. I've seen like bits and pieces of it. I can't say I've watched it from front to back and like
God,
completed the
man.
movie. Like Terminator, Terminator 2, every like movie that came out in the last like 30 years that's like a staple movie that everyone should watch. I
You
probably
s-
haven't.
you seen like Jaws or Jurassic Park or
Mm, I haven't. I've seen pieces of them. I I have seen The Matrix in film class in high
okay.
school.
You took a film class and you haven't seen these movies?
No, I took a film class for 3 of the years in yeah 3 years in high school, and I had like 2 teachers. So my first teacher, he was really big into short films, like like the 10,
Okay.
15-minute ones.
So he showed you a lot of different stuff
Yeah,
then.
a lot of stuff that you would never like see like on the mainstream
Right.
stuff. Lots of indie films too.
Yeah.
And then my second one's like, all right, guys, we're gonna learn how to edit like a newsroom, and I'm like, oh.
Ugh.
And we're on
Yeah.
Chromebooks too, so using an online web
On
editor.
Chromebooks.
Yeah, no, we were cooked. There's no way that anything was
Good
happening there. So I
Lord,
just
man.
checked out of that class. And the second one, I'm like, I'm glad to be part of this film thing because I think I like it. Um, but I do not want to be in a newsroom. That is not fun.
No. I did take like a television broadcasting class in
Hmm.
college and everybody had like a different role
Yeah.
each week. So one week you were a writer, the next week you were an anchor, the next week you did something
Hmm.
else. And it would end with one week you would do like you were a director, you ran the big control panel and
Yeah.
did the live broadcast. I have never been more stressed in my life than running that giant panel.
No, it sucks. And you're only broadcasting to your school. You're not going anywhere else.
Yeah, no, there's no stakes. It doesn't matter.
No.
It's just there's like 500 buttons in front of you.
So many lights
It's
coming at you. You got people like,
horrible.
oh no, this is going wrong.
Is someone next to you going, all right, 3, 2, 1, now. These 3 buttons at the same time, flip this lever, do
Yeah.
this, make sure this is queued up for the next cut.
That's
It's
exactly
like,
what happened.
this is a nightmare, dude.
Yeah.
Who would want this job?
No, I mean, some people might, but it's just not for me. I'm more of like it taught me a lot about like audio and like framing and stuff like that. And you can't really tell from my videos because I haven't applied it. Um, but like for a lot of like, I feel like I have a lot of background knowledge that I don't know how to use.
Yeah.
And I don't go out and like shoot stuff in my free time because I'm like, oh, what am I gonna shoot? Then I gotta come up with a story to shoot. It's just a whole lot of stuff added on that I mentally put there before I even think about shooting stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
I feel the same way. I'm realizing now this is supposed to be about Kingdoms of Death. I'm sorry. I've
oh
completely derailed the
no,
conversation.
that's okay. We're good.
So the second half of the book now.
Yes.
Did you know, by the way, like, I mean, we can be honest, this broken binding cover is kind of a spoiler.
Oh
No?
no, it totally is. I was
Yeah,
like,
like this is the climax of the book that
no,
they've just put on the cover.
I didn't know what this was.
I
So
didn't either.
I was
That
like,
kind of helps.
I kind of thought he was dropping it into the crowd. He's like, oh, here's your people. We're gonna drop this on your
Oh.
people, and you're gonna watch them all just decimate. I didn't think it'd be like oh,
Yeah, because you can't
go
really
eat.
tell that the crowd is Cielson.
Yeah. I mean, if you look, no, you can't.
Not really.
But yeah, but I didn't realize
Nonetheless.
it'd be like a bloodbath of like, hey, go like eat. It's like in
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings where the orcs like looks like meat's on the menu, and
Yeah.
and like all of them start eating each other because one guy died or got hurt or something.
Yeah.
And
I thought it was gonna be like because everybody prepares you like, oh, the Kingdoms of Death, oh, okay, ready. It's rough. And I'm going through the first half of the book, like, how bad could this be? I
right,
I
how low can it get?
Yeah,
It
like
can't be
I
that
feel
low.
like
There's
it
another
can
book
only
after.
be like I don't really care all that much about these side characters,
Hmm.
We haven't spent a ton of time with them.
Yeah.
We have a little more in this book, and that's great. I feel a little more attached to him. That's cool. But if you like, oh no, Corvo got shot, I wouldn't be like, oh, what a devastating loss.
Right.
But the way that it happens
Yeah.
is
No,
like,
it's
oh,
even like in the previous books, you got like side characters, and you have Valka, which I think is like more of a main character than
Falco's
side character.
kind of a main character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think with even him like showing them together, like at the beginning, it's kind of like something fishy is happening here because he doesn't normally go this in depth with these side characters.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's like something's gonna happen, and I know people are dying. I don't know who's dying,
Right.
and it's just everyone. He's like
Everybody died.
wipes the chessboard
Everybody
and
but Hadrian Valka and somehow Lorien made it
Lorien,
out of there.
which Well, yes, and I think I was watching. Your father was reading Dregs of Empire, and I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah,
Lorien.
it's Lorien's POV. Yeah.
But I was like, aren't people supposed to die in Kingdoms of Death? Is it like a few spring thing? I didn't know if Lorien was gonna
I
die.
I wondered that too. Like, oh, after Kingdoms of Death, you're reading the POV of someone who's like a really, really side character.
Yeah,
I thought,
I.
like, if somebody was gonna die, I would have thought Lorien would have been like fodder. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like,
Yeah, but Christopher really makes Lorien kind of like a not. He goes from background character to side character in this, which I feel like a lot
yeah,
of Hadrian's companions and friends are background characters.
yeah. And I will say now that I obviously no spoilers. Now that I'm a little bit away through Ashes of Man,
Mm-hmm.
love Lorien.
Okay.
Lorien's awesome.
Now, are you going to read the in between books at some point?
Eventually, I'll probably go back and do it. It'll probably be a long time from now,
Yeah.
just to like I want to read some other stuff, like
Okay.
maybe some standalones for a little bit would
Yeah.
be nice.
No, Stan. I, me and my brother have a thing. It's like, all right, what book should I read next? And everything he suggests, I just wipe out and do my own thing, anyways. He's like,
Yeah,
you should read Malazan, and I'm like, that sounds good, but
that's a lot
ten
of books,
books,
dude,
10 books, and like,
and like kind of
yeah, 1,000 page
dense.
books. Um, I think I'm maybe feeling series fatigue
Yeah, I feel
because
the
of
same way.
just because of consecutive. Now, the way your dad does it is like once a month if he really likes the series, which I think is a good
Yeah,
distance to go between these
yeah.
books. Even like a week of something else, maybe just news articles to really hurt
I will
yourself.
say it does have. Well, it depends what news article.
Yeah.
I will say that the we're doing a book called. Oh man, I wish I could remember what it's called. It's like right over there. A Night in the Lonesome October. Have you heard of that?
I've not.
It is a book that it's a book of short stories that are all well, they're
Oh,
not
is
short
this the one
stories.
with Janny?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Me
Oh,
and my dad and Janie are buddy reading this together.
yes.
That each chapter is like a page and a half, 2 pages long, and you read one every day of the month of October.
Hmm.
That's been glorious to me.
Yeah. Like a 2 page or a couple pages of just something new.
Yeah, I wake up, I roll out of bed, I read a couple pages, I'm like, oh, good. Something that's not Hadrian Marlowe. That's oh,
Oh man.
lovely.
What's
Give
your
me
name?
more.
I don't even care. As long as it's not
Yeah.
Adrian right now. Yeah.
You're not pontificating about the universe.
Yeah.
I
I'm
want
not.
more. Give it to me.
You haven't just lost all your friends and now you're depressed in front of me.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And um another thing is his whole, I'm gonna say, depression arc, even though it's much more than a depression arc. There's more that happens to it.
It's a little more
It is
complicated
a
than
bit
that,
more
but
than
yeah.
that. But it reminds me of a character's arc in the Stormlight Archive, and that's as far as I'm gonna say with that. It
Okay.
it really connected with me with that because when I read it originally in Stormlight, I was not. I felt like I was in the same level as him, so I could relate to him. And
Yeah, yeah.
having that past experience reading this, I felt like I know what he's feeling, and I appreciate that Christopher went through and added this. And it's not just like oh, this happened, he got tortured for like 7 years or whatever. Look at this, he's hanging, and then
Yeah.
and then just like he's like, oh yeah, and now you're gonna watch the people die. And I like how he almost went through like a slice in the life, like a little slice of life book inside the
Yeah,
prison. Like you learned everything that happened, and like if it
you
wasn't
kinda
said,
did.
then it was already done. Like it something that's already been done to him.
And in the same vein, I kind of appreciate the way that he, like, if you think about the way especially in earlier books that, like, modern day Hadrian Marlowe writing the account of this
Hmm.
kinda criticizes his younger self,
Yeah.
for being naive or, things like that. That to me is so true because I look back at myself, like, 3 years ago, and I'm sure I'm, better than I'm remembering. But I think most people look back at themselves at like, 19 or whatever, be like, that dude sucked.
Yeah.
I I hate that guy. Like that felt true to me. That the real modern day Hadrian Marlowe would look back at himself and be like,
What was
just
I doing?
critiquing himself the
Jeez.
whole
Yeah.
way. Yeah. But as he gets older,
Hmm.
that happens less and less as you start seeing the lessons that he learns and how he employs them in his social interactions and leadership.
Yeah. And I I mean, I was watching. You were talking to your dad about. Sorry if a lot of my references are me relating to you, watching
I
you.
don't care.
Um, you're talking to him about how Christopher explores all these facets of life that
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like he has lived through, and I I think that makes a pretty strong author. And I mean, not to follow Richard in his ways, but I think he's touching the top for me. As favorite author.
Of living writers?
Yes.
Really?
Now I'm not very well read, so there's not a huge. I mean, I have a bookshelf, but like 80% is just not read.
I feel the same way.
I
I feel
mean, your
your pain.
bookshelf has grown quite a bit.
Yeah, but it's grown with books that I haven't read. That
Yeah.
just because there's more books on it doesn't mean I get any smarter. It just
No,
means there's more books over
well,
there.
you look smarter, so I mean, there's a little bit to that.
If you say so, Justin.
um, but he's definitely in the way that he has taught me to adapt to like new words or a new writing style. I feel like he right now is at the top of my favorite authors list.
I will say that anytime that like as a writer reading Christopher Ruocchio, he and Janny both are the two that
Hmm.
most often I will read their stuff and hear a word and be like, I'm gonna steal that later. Just that one little word. I
I'm
like
gonna
that
use that
word.
in a conversation and
Yeah.
make people like, what did he just say? Yeah, I mean, Janny, I really want to get into. I have one
Oh
through
man, you
seven in the mass market ones.
yeah,
They're right here. I don't know if you can
you
tell.
would love Janny Words. She's great.
Now, I did try and read the Gallant, and the words was a lot. There was a lot of words, and I'm like, I gotta look this
It's
up.
tough.
Yeah,
Curse of the Mistwraith is a little easier.
and I think a lot of that is because isn't that novella way before in a time period?
It's like 500 years
Yeah.
before.
So I'm chalking it up to the language evolved a little bit, and it's more of a modern
Well,
language.
I think also she evolved a little bit because
Hmm.
I think Curse of the Mistwraith she wrote in like the 80s, and the Gallant she wrote like many, many, many years later, and she uh like got her own craft and her voice really down
Mm.
in a way that condensed into a novella like that is just like, oh my god, that's like
Hmm.
you got to read it slower to really
Yeah.
get everything that she's saying. Curse of the Mistwraith is a little easier to digest, just a
Okay.
little bit, but you still have to do that thing where you're reading her and you're like, I know I'm not catching all the information, but I'm going to keep reading anyway and hope
Okay.
it
You just
sticks.
gotta push through almost.
You just push through.
Okay.
Eventually, you'll get like it's like reading another language, and you're just like, oh, okay, now I feel like I'm getting it.
Yeah, and that was me with book one, Empire Silent. Like I started it. I think
Yeah,
he used the word Palantine, and I'm like, I've never heard that in my life. No way, that's a
yeah.
real word. He used. It was like.
There are still ones that I have to flip back to the glossary. Like I think like Demon in White, he started using Magnarch. I was like, what the hell is that,
Oh, I
man?
googled that one, and I don't even from like looking at the Google. I'm like, yeah, this is. I'll just go with context clues, I guess. I'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Um,
powerful dude. Got
yeah.
it.
Well, he said like logo thleets too, and I'm like, in the first
Logo
one,
Theats.
like the
Yeah.
first page. Oh, the guard walking with the logo fleets. I'm like, oh, and
Yeah.
I'm coming fresh off of Brandon Sanderson, like super. Logo fleets is not even in Brandon's vocabulary. There's no way that's coming close to it.
Okay, but You can't say that because I've read some of Mistborn, and
Hmm.
Mistborn is still one that just like throws you into the deep end of like, what the hell magic system are you
Oh no,
talking about,
no.
dude? And you just have to let it brainwash yourself until you're like, I think I understand, and then you get it. Like that's the only way to read that.
Well, I think with Mistborn, I think he throws you in the deep end and he's like, "Oh, here's a ladder. Let me show you what it is." Like he walks himself back.
That's true.
Did you finish Mistborn?
No,
Okay. So, how far did you get?
quarter of the way through,
Okay.
maybe
No,
less.
he definitely walks himself back because you do go through like a
Okay.
training montage of. I mean, spoilers
Yeah.
for this. The character does learn, and you're kind of learning with the character.
There was like a moment that was a fight scene where Kelsier is raiding a building for a certain
In the
thing, I won't
prologue, right?
say.
Oh no, that's a
Is it the
different thing. I
prologue?
think in the prologue.
I think it happens a little bit later.
Okay.
Uh, there's like a whole fight scene with him and a bunch of people in it. Almost like game mechanics in a way, like demonstrating how certain moves
That is
work.
the prologue. No, you're right. That's the prologue, and I understand that
No,
can
that's not
be.
the
That
prologue.
is no. The prologue is he's pretending to be someone, and then he's like, "Oh, I gotta go do something," and then it might explain it later, but it might be is like, "Oh, hey, I'm gonna go and do this." No, no, no. You're right. It's not the prologue. It's been a while since I've read it. I'm sorry.
Who's finished this book, Justin?
I finished it, but I read it like a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yeah, you've probably read all three as well on that.
I've read all seven. I've read every Cosmere
Oh, that's right. There's
Sanderson
more.
thing. I I
Jeez.
if you decide to go back onto it,
Someday I will.
you don't even have to. Just skip it.
I will someday. I feel like it's important to know. Like we
Mhm.
do kind of live in it. We'll get back to Kingdoms of Death in a
Oh,
moment, I
I
promise.
know we keep getting off topic. I'm so sorry.
I mean, it's important to maybe I could bring it back as well. It's important to read the things that are like Brandon Sanderson is huge right now in the
Hmm.
genre, and there's a reason for that, right? So it's probably worth the time to read what he's doing and pay attention to like
Yeah,
as far as a writer that kind of owns their own empire, Sanderson's it, dude. In a
yeah,
time that like more and more people are moving to indie pub and like more eyes are moving to things like what is Sanderson doing with Dragonsteel? What are these conventions that he's throwing for himself? And then now you have somebody that's like on. It's weird to say like Christopher Ruocchio is on the come up because he's so huge on BookTube, especially, but like
yeah.
he's getting massive in a
Hmm.
way that people are paying attention. And now he's doing this gala in a way that
Yeah.
I don't know what his plans are, but if he wanted to repeat it and do more stuff like that, and I know he rebranded to High Matter Books. Like there,
He's
a lot of
starting.
notes can be taken on what these people are doing.
Yeah, I think Christopher is definitely like taking notes on what Sanderson's doing. As
Yeah.
like the whole gala thing is like a super cool thing to do,
Oh
and
yeah.
it inviting people to come out. It's like, hey, you get the book early, and I get to share with you what's going on. Here's these tickets.
Especially in a time like now where like book talk like reigns supreme. That there's so many people that are looking for those kind of interactions. That
Yeah,
yeah,
and
everybody should be taking notes on that kind of stuff.
I feel like from the outside, it meeting an author doesn't really seem like plausible almost.
Right. Yeah.
But once you're like more into booktube or book talk, and you meet new authors and like just the breadth of new authors that are coming out every year, and
Yeah.
the new ones that are coming up every year, like with Christopher Ruocchio in the last few, he has grown massively.
Yeah.
It's it makes it almost a lot easier to justify going out of your way to meet authors, and
Yeah.
I think
Have you ever talked to Christopher?
no, I the only like I'm not the only author I have met is Matt Dinniman.
Well, that's a good one to meet.
Oh no, he was cool. He was wearing a Dolly Parton shirt. That was I was like,
That's so
this is the
perfect.
most Matt Dinniman outfit I think you could ever wear, and he's
Yeah.
rocking it. No, I've only met him. and it was like a signing, and I somehow got like 2 tickets for me and my brother, and we both went to go meet him.
Oh, that's cool. But you are going to the gala, aren't you?
Yes, I have plane
Okay.
tickets and regular tickets to the gala. I'm still trying to figure out living or sleeping there. But that's
Oh, okay.
I'll just get a hotel or something.
Yeah. There's
I
plenty. It's a big city.
Yeah, I just don't want to spend like $250 a night. It's like, oh, but I only have to
Yeah,
wander.
don't do that.
No, that does not sound fun. So I'm trying to like search around and find it where it's like, oh, if I get an Uber to the place, is it
Yeah.
going to cost the same amount as me going right next to the place and just
Oh, I
walk
see.
there?
I see.
So
Yeah.
I'm just pricing it out right now, and
Yeah.
the
But I'm
living.
sure you'll get to talk to him. And he's somebody that like you wonder who could write something like this,
Hmm.
right? And I remember thinking that as well before I got to hear his voice, even on interviews or anything, because my dad was telling me about it before we even had him on for an interview. And I was like, oh man, who would that's interesting. What kind of guy would write something like that? And then you hear him talk and you talk to him and you're like, oh,
This is the guy.
you're more than human. You're
Yeah,
smarter than everybody here. Yeah.
yeah. I've vaguely seen some interviews with him. I think there was one with Mike. Like as I was
Yeah.
starting to read Empire of Silence, you guys did an interview with him, but I
Mhm.
never watched them all the way through because I'm like, I need to like sit down and like listen to what this guy's saying for me to fully understand what's going on. Because
Yeah.
I don't want to half-ass listen to it. Basically, I
Exactly.
yeah.
It's that's the kind of thing that I wish it would be so voyeuristic and weird, but I wish I could have just a glass pane in his office and I could see how he works. I
Hmm.
feel like that would be so interesting to
Just to watch him, bird on
just to watch how he does
a
it.
speck on the
Yeah.
wall sort of thing. Is a speck on
Right,
the wall?
exactly. Fly on the wall.
Fly on the wall? Yeah,
Yeah.
same thing.
So,
What old
that's it. Fly, spec, it doesn't matter. Same thing.
Totally. Yeah. It would be. I almost like to see him like planning a book would be super cool too.
Yeah.
Without like knowing spoilers. Like if you didn't plan on reading the book, but you're like, I want to see how this guy makes a book. How he comes up with the ideas and like lays it out and everything.
Yeah. How many binders and trapper keepers are there of papers? Yeah.
How many Google Sheet docs is he gonna have
Yeah.
of just maxed out to the limit onto the next one?
Yeah. Which
I
I did hear that he wants his next fantasy thing that he's doing to be a little bit more contained.
mhm.
So it's not like this. I think he said something like, "Yeah, I don't want to build another full galaxy of stuff. That's too much
I,
to keep track
I
of."
think that is fair too, because so
Oh yeah,
sci-fi,
man.
you're in space, right? It's infinitely bigger than what a fantasy
Yeah,
world would be, I and with fantasy, it's like you're on this world, you're in this city for a lot of the time, or you're traveling across this
yeah.
continent.
At most, there's a continent. At
Yes,
most.
at most there's a few continents where we have Malazan that's hanging out there,
Sure.
which has
Yeah.
multiple. But the way he has a fleshed out galaxy that feels like it makes sense, which is I think hard to do. Um,
Yeah.
because I mean you have like games like No Man's Sky where you go to like a bubble planet and you're like, okay, this isn't what I think it would look like. And then
Yeah.
you go to like the in book two, where it's the first planet they go to, where they go into like a canyon with like crashed
Oh,
hangars,
yeah.
and it's like this is just a plateau planet. Like there's nothing but like sand here,
Right.
and like I feel like he has such a believable way of making these environments that which the characters go into.
Yeah. And
Even
I wish I could know how long it takes to develop that. I mean, I've heard him joke before about I can't even remember what book it was he was talking about, but he made a self-deprecating joke about yeah, and I did one draft of that book and I just forgot about the Chantry. And I was like, I mean, kind of me too, man. You got a lot going on.
yeah,
I I forgot about the Chantry
I forgot
most
about the
books.
Chantry with this even like in this book because they like
Yeah.
it's like
Anytime he
vaguely at
brings
the
up the
beginning.
Chantry, I'm like, "Oh, yeah, the Chantry. That's
Yeah,
right."
that's like bad guy number like 3 in line right now. There's
Yeah. You could
there's
have never mentioned it again. I wouldn't have asked one question.
yeah, until the last book and it's like, "Oh, hey, the Chantry's here. They're getting you."
Oh, of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody's gotta come back at the end.
Yeah. I no, but I really like his um it's not even world building, his universe building, I guess.
Yeah, worlds building.
Worlds
Worlds
asterisk
building.
building.
Do you have predictions for Ashes of Man then? I'm
Mm.
curious.
So,
Which,
I,
by the way, I think you made the right choice taking a break,
mhm.
but I also don't know how you restrained yourself after Gibson dropped the bomb that he had a son.
Oh no, I thought that was crazy. And I was like,
Yeah.
he has a son. How does this play? I mean, I understand that I don't know how that's going to get pursued, I guess.
Sure.
Because he has some pretty pressing stuff happening at the time. So I don't know how he's going to go about it's like maybe I should find Gibson's son.
What like the priority of events
Yeah.
are.
I
Yeah.
think it's a thing that'll be in the back of his mind and it'll be like Gibson's voice where he's like, "Oh yeah, Gibson has a son. I should probably go send something out to go get some feelers out for that." Um but I don't think it's going to be a priority with Gibson's sons at least.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good twist. It was a good little positive flair on the sad ending of Gibson dying. And it's not like a bad sad, it's a good sad of him dying.
It was very bittersweet.
Yes.
Yeah. I
And
liked it a lot, as horrible as that is to say.
no, I think it was the perfect way to let go of that character.
Yeah. I thought it was the perfect ending for the book as well.
Mm-hmm. Now, if this was one book, I would be like, okay, this is a bit weird, but I'm glad he split the two books. The books got split.
Yeah. I can't imagine this being
One book.
one big Kingdoms of Death and Ashes of Man. Granted, I haven't gotten to the end of Ashes of Man, so I don't know if there's like a complete arc there. I'm sure
Yeah.
there is, but I know that he also like very much changed the ending of Kingdoms of Death because he was told to split it into two books.
Right.
And I think that I could be wrong about this. I think that ending with Gibson was like a product of that. Like that wasn't originally planned,
Yeah. Okay.
which I feel like the book doesn't work without that. Like that's so important.
Yeah. It would. It just. I think it would. Without that, it would kind of sink the book down, where it's like, oh, this is miserable, and
Yeah.
there's too much miserable.
Which makes me think too, like he didn't the whole section with him and Kat in Empire of Silence uh wasn't originally there either. He was told to like go back and add that, which it's funny that like the things that register to me as, oh wow, you really attached into like some emotionality there in a way that I thought was really strong and interesting. I'm glad you did that. I'd be like, both of those times are the ones that somebody told him, yeah, no,
Yeah.
change your
It's.
plans.
It's almost like his like the afterthought things are what make a
Yeah.
bigger impact, which is kind of weird. How it's like, oh, hey, you need to add a little romantic thing, or you need to add
Yeah.
something else for the beginning of this book, and he's like, okay, I'll add this, and it's like,
It's like that
this is one of the best parts.
yeah, now it's the best part of the book. It's like that that writer's advice that whenever you feel like a scene should end, just keep it going for another few beats and see what happens.
Oh, okay.
It's usually much more interesting.
Hmm. Have you employed that yourself in your books? Books?
Yeah. Well, now we're doing book 2.
Yeah.
It's oh man. How have we done that? I know that we have. There have definitely been it's more like my mom loves discovery writing.
Yeah.
And she did it recently, and my dad did it recently, that they wrote something and they were like, "Ah, there's a whole new character, I don't know what's going on," but they just started talking. And I was like, "Well, that fucks up a lot of things
Yeah.
that we had planned." So we'll have to go back and change everything. But Yeah, that happens a lot. Although it has started happening with me recently too, that um, there's I don't know if you've read, Discovery or not, but
No, I have it. It's slated for
oh, okay.
October. So if I
Oh,
get
cool.
through, because I'm like, I want to read some horror books. I don't read horror books.
Uh, the beginning should give you a decent amount.
Okay, sweet.
But a bit of a tease, my favorite character in the entire series appears in book 2.
Okay,
So I'm writing a thing with him right now, and it's very, like, oh, I love just lingering around with this character.
yeah,
So, in that way, yeah.
okay, yeah. I'm I so predictions for Ashes of
Ashes
Man.
of Man. Yeah.
Okay, I did get a prediction correct for this one, I believe, right? Let me see.
Did you?
I think you asked me before we
Oh, I
started
think
reading,
you did.
and then you started before me, and you said you totally nailed it, and I didn't get that far in yet, and I'm like, oh no.
What was the prediction? I don't even remember anymore.
Um,
It was something that you definitely got right, though.
Not sure how far you've gone in Kingdom Death, but I did call it. Let me see. Oh, it was about Valka going to Tavarosi to get
Okay,
fixed,
yeah. Yeah.
and that one was kind of like touched upon too. It almost seemed like, hey, this happened, but
It was a, like, similar thing in Demon in White that, like,
mhm,
"Hey, here this is a thing that happened while we
yeah,
were gone, and now we're back."
yeah, and I
Which I have a lot of concerns about. The,
the affliction.
yeah,
Okay,
I mostly because Valka is the cover of Ashes of Man, and that
and
makes me
Disquiet Gods.
worry. Is she on the cover of Disquiet Gods, or is that somebody else?
She
I think that's
looks.
somebody else.
She kind of looks like Valka.
Is it Valka?
Um, I'd
If
like to
anyone
think
can
so.
correct us in chat, please let me know if
Yeah.
Valka's on the
If
cover of
anyone
Disquiet Gods.
knows, it looks like Valka. Like she has the same hairstyle as Valka in Ashes of Man.
It's hard to tell because I can't see the arm tattoo.
Oh yeah, she is covered up. Um, I don't have Disquiet Gods, so I can't look at it up
I
close.
don't either. Someone will have to let us know after the fact.
Yeah. Or don't, because what if she died? What if she died? Don't let us know.
If she dies in Ashes of Man, then say nothing.
Yeah, but say something so we've walked ourselves into a corner here.
Hey, now we're boned. Now we're screwed.
Yeah, just
Just
don't.
don't check your comments ever
Don't.
again.
Okay. I could probably figure that out.
This channel is not safe anymore.
Oh no, forever. No more comments. Uh,
Are
um,
you planning on finishing the series anytime soon? Like, do you want
um,
to wait until Shadows Upon Time comes out? Do you want to have it done by the end of the year?
that is a big concern of mine because I don't know. I
Mhm.
have 6 weeks, right? Just about. If I,
Oh, is it 6 weeks?
yeah, it's we a
Dude,
month and
I'm
then
screwed.
it's 6 weeks and you're a quarter. I mean, it's 3 weeks a book, roughly. If I finish it on the way up there,
That's not happening.
um, so it's 6 weeks, and I feel that I can do it. I want to
But
be there.
will you?
Well, I want to be there and be like, oh man, I know what these guys are talking about. Everyone's talking
Right.
about this. It's the whole big event for book 7. Like I feel like
Yeah, yeah.
it's it's kind of it's kind of prerequisite to go there. I know you probably won't go. I know Tom Orange is aiming to do it too. He's on. I think he just finished
To
Kingdoms of Death also.
the event?
He's going to the event and he's trying to
Yeah,
finish the
I'll
books.
be at the event.
No, Tom Orange. Sorry,
Oh, okay, okay.
the
I
big
thought you were
orange.
saying I wasn't gonna be at the
No,
event. I was like,
no,
"Yeah, I'll be at the event."
no. Tom Orange is also like he just finished
Yeah,
Kingdoms
yeah,
of Death
yeah.
and he's planning on reading it before, but he probably reads much more than we both do. Uh,
Yes. Tom reads a lot.
so if I really want to, I might in the last like 2 weeks crank out Disquiet Gods, but I'm gonna give myself probably a month to.
In 2 weeks?
Yeah, I mean that's just dedicated audiobook on the way to and from work. That's
You're
that's
insane,
like two
dude.
hours a day. It'll be all right.
No.
And then I got a
long.
plane ride. I got a 4-hour plane ride. I got nothing but time.
4 hour plane. You're not finishing it on a 4 hour plane ride.
Well, if I have like 30 minutes left, I might. Other than that, I'm taking a nap.
Yeah.
Um, no, but I think I might not. I if I'm being realistic with myself and I want to really enjoy what's going on in that,
Yeah.
we'll see where I leave off in Ashes of Man, which I don't know when I'm gonna start that. I think I got a couple. I got Prophet of a Dan, and then what was? I think I'm gonna read like a Stephen King book for the first time.
Okay. So you got other stuff to do. There's no
Yeah,
way.
I need a break from Christopher for a bit.
Understandable after the Black Feast that you need to
Yes,
walk away for a minute.
I need a little bit of a break, and I think I don't know. I want to commit to finishing it, and then that way it would get me to actually finish it.
We can finish it later.
Oh, you can finish it later, of course, but like
Yeah.
it's like going to like the Wind and Truth. Oh no, that released at the time. No,
Yeah, it'd be like going to the Wind and Truth Dragonsteel
without
and
reading anything, which you did.
not being caught up, which I did. Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel
I
like
remember they handed out like the lanyards with the passes. They're like, "Are you a windrunner?" And I was like, "I don't
what
know.
is that?
You tell me what I am. Hand me one."
I don't know. What do I look like to you, huh?
Yeah, I did ask my dad which one should I take. I don't even remember which one did I get. It's somewhere. I don't
Oh,
know.
I got the Kickstarter. And I picked the Edge Dancer one because of
Which
one.
one is Edge Dancer?
It's Lift. You've heard of Lift?
Nope.
They glide like their feet turn into
All right.
like they just glide around.
They glide. That's all I needed to know. That
Yeah, they glide. They're slippery. That's about it.
okay,
Magically
cool.
slippery.
Magically slippery.
Magically
Got
slippery.
it.
I picked that one because I didn't want to be the guy who picks the Windrunners. I don't want to be the with the
Oh,
crowd.
is Windrunner like the
That's
hero?
that's the that's the most forward one, like that's
Okay.
presented in the book.
Oh, I gotcha.
That's like the main one that's shown. You also get some other ones too, but one of the main
All right.
characters is a Windrunner, so you see a lot of it.
Okay.
Um. Oh shoot. I keep going off topic. I don't know.
we we gotta. Hey, I probably have to leave soon anyway, but
Okay.
we gotta wrap up for the final time.
Oh, predictions.
Predictions for Ashes of Man.
Okay. So, the way it's set up is that after what happens at the end of Kingdom of Death,
Yeah.
Hadrian now has to go save the Emperor from the Cielsen, because the Cielsen Dariaika has his coordinates for his
Ooh.
map.
Yeah.
So I think he's like, all right, well, it's time to do this now. I've had my rest. We're back on the pain train of Hadrian Marlowe. And I
Yeah.
think he's going to go and on his way to get in communication with the Emperor and try and meet up with him to try and like warn him about this thing, this huge threat that's coming towards him. I think it's just going to be like constant roadblocks, and he's not going to get there in time.
Here's the interesting thing about the way that Christopher Ruocchio writes books. I'm nearly halfway through this book, and I don't know if you're right or not. I have no clue. The second downhill half of this book could be exactly what you're talking about,
Man.
and I have no idea.
Mark my words. Write this down. This is big.
You called it for Valka. It could
I
happen.
mean, I do have a way with predicting stuff. Sports betting, it's my thing. Not really. I hate sports betting. I did. I guessed one basketball team was gonna win, and I got it. I'm like, I'm kind of the best at this now.
Nah, you're the best.
Yeah.
If the person on the cover of Disquiet Gods is not Valka, I will say my prediction is that like something, if she doesn't die, something like extremely debilitating will happen to Valka in Ashes of Man. That's my big prediction. I think there has to be a point where Hadrian has like a point of no return of, he's going to eat his son.
Yeah.
He has to have a point where it's like, screw this, dude.
She has to die eventually. All right? I mean, he's in the far future. Valka's not with him. She's probably long dead or in a freezer.
Yeah.
like the freezer chamber, not like an actual
Yeah.
freezer.
Yeah. It's just a deep freezer with a little big top. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's I think there has to be kind of something. You know, your like breaking point for that, where it's like
Yeah.
something has to happen to her to make
Or
him
maybe
want
it
to.
happens in Disquiet Gods, but I think it does happen. I
Mhm.
think that's the only thing that could happen that would make Hadrian just like, all right, this is over now.
All right, let's. I don't like that sun anymore. Let's
Let's
get
eat
rid of
his
that
son.
one. Yeah, you see that? It's gonna be gone tomorrow, and then
Yeah.
that's just it. Just wipes. Like, I how low? I feel like that's the lowest it can get. Is like the whole time during his imprisonment.
Is there more? I mean, unless like
I don't think it's.
Crispin shows back up and they kill Crispin, like
Yeah, I think.
that's the only more things I don't even know if Crispin would show back up though. I feel
Mhm.
like we're done with
I don't
Crispin.
think Crispin would. Not
Yeah.
especially since he has a side story. Like I feel like that's like
Yeah.
his like final rest. Like all right,
Yeah.
there's
I
that.
agree.
Um,
No spoilers if he died or not. It was just a not
the
saying if
final
he
rest
died
is
and
like a
was the devil or
character
not.
being a main
Right, right,
character.
right. It was a cathartic ending of
Yeah,
the book.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not because he died. That
Yeah.
I didn't even see that. Um, no, but I think I don't think it's gonna be as prolonged bad as in like bad happening to Hadrian in the next few books, but I think it's going to be as catastrophic. So it doesn't linger with you as much, but it is like, ooh,
Yeah.
Valga's gone. Uh-oh, you just wiped the Cielson. Hey, by the way, there's a son that's calling your name. You
Yeah.
know?
Just so you know.
Just so you know. And
Just
it's gonna be the
waiting.
quiet, it's like, destroy the sun.
Yeah. Heads up.
You need to do this. It has to happen. And he's like,
Oh man.
yeah. No, I did enjoy this book the second go around.
Well, good.
Yeah,
Dude, I had so much fun, buddy, reading it with you. I'm really glad we did it.
yeah.
I'm kind of sad that you're not reading Ashes of Man because I can't
I can. Hey,
DM you about
I
the
can
crazy
catch
stuff
up.
that happens in one.
I can
No,
catch up.
you can't, Justin. No, you can't. Let it go.
Give
It's
me,
not happening.
give me a week. I'll be halfway.
If you DM me in a week that you're halfway through, I'm gonna lose my mind.
We can butter read Ashes of Man. I can catch up. I'm not.
No, you can't.
What do you mean?
Enjoy Stephen King.
Philip can wait. All right.
Yeah,
No diss to him.
don't make Philip wait anymore. Read Malazan. Don't let your brother wait
Hey,
anymore.
Philip is my most loyal viewer. All right. Every time I add him, he shows up. It's like a bat signal.
Don't let the poor man wait.
I won't.
Don't tell your most loyal viewer. Yeah, no,
My most loyal viewer.
I gotta go read Ashes of Man real
Hey,
quick.
Philip, I love what you're doing here. There was a boat though, so I'm gonna have to depart for a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well,
But thanks so much for. I mean, I think it was your idea to you read it. So
it
thanks
was.
so
I
much
did
for
reach out,
bringing me
and I'm
along.
like, hey, we should totally do this. And I'm surprised you
Yeah.
agreed.
What the hell else am I doing?
Well, I
man?
thought you
This
would
was a blast.
like having like it's like you don't read fast enough sort of thing, where it doesn't.
I
Like,
do
oh, I
think
don't
I
read
told
fast
you
enough.
that. I do think I said like, well, I read slow, so if you're cool with that, then
Yeah.
absolutely.
No, and I read sporadically. I read in bursts. So
Yeah.
I mean Borderlands 4 came out, so I haven't read in a bit. So I've been playing that.
Oh God.
And then I was like, all right, I've done my fair share. I need to get back on this reading train. It's a constant juggle of hobbies for me. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I got the Broken Binding of Ashes of Man. I am scared to read it. I don't like
Why are you
reading.
scared to read it?
I don't like reading my hardcovers.
It's wrapped in plastic. It'll be all right.
I take it off. I don't like it reading with it in my hand.
Why have it?
Why have it? The art's so beautiful. It's like a painting on the wall.
You might as well just like lock it in the case or something.
That's what the plastic is.
Oh God, Justin.
Anyway, I will try. I will see what I can do. I will start Ashes of Man within the next few weeks. I'm not going to be halfway through.
Okay.
That's my promise.
Enjoy yourself.
I will.
Enjoy yourself.
Oh no, I love it. Listening to that, nothing but traffic and that. That's
Yeah.
that's the best part.
You tell Christopher when you see him at the gala.
Like-
I listen to your book while I scream at people in traffic.
Yeah, no, you make me calm in traffic, Christopher. You make me think about, does this guy really deserve this? Or is there a greater universe beyond that can, this guy is,
Is there some species out there waiting for me to eat a son?
yes. Am I Hadrian right now?
Do I have a grander purpose than yelling at this man in traffic?
I'm him. I'm him right now.
I'm him. Regardless, thanks for having me on, man.
No
It
problem.
was
Thank you so
so
much
much
for
fun.
being here.
Of course, man.
It's been real. I'm surprised someone showed up. That's awesome. Thank you guys for
Hey,
watching. Um, yeah, that's about it. Anything that you want to announce or
I subscribe to Justin. His lighting is better than me now, and he's got great content.
oh, don't say the great content part. I don't know how much of it you watched.
I watch your stuff. You have great content.
I don't know. Let me talk to me in a few months. I'll let you know. We can come back on that.
You subscribe and see for yourself. How about that?
Yes, subscribe and don't be too disappointed. Alrighty, it's been real.
Bye,
Thanks so much
everybody.
for joining. I'll see you guys later.